So we're ready to go. Looks like both players are ready, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 6, still match point.
Yet again, Puma needs one more game. Liquid HerO, well versed in the art of the comeback.
That's right, and so far he's begun his little journey to possible victory. If he wins this one, we will be tied 3-3, and it will be a best of 1 to determine who is the NASL Season 2 champion. Let's introduce our players on the Southeast Beach, on Shir Beach. A member from Team Liquid, a very prolific Protoss players. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Liquid HerO!
And in the left position has had victory inches from his hands time and time again from Liquid HerO. And this is his chance to go that extra few inches. It is EG's Puma. All I can say is I am so glad we brought popcorn, Marcus.
Sit there and start eating it. This will be good. And one thing to consider with a tied up, or with the potential to tie this up for HerO, you've got to imagine that the most standard play would come out in this game, that it really would just be too risky to put all that money on the line, whether you are HerO coming from behind or you are Puma being in the lead, but knowing that if it ties up, having the pressure of I was in a position to win and now I'm just back to square one, not a place you want to be multiple times throughout the match.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if HerO wins this, the momentum is all in his favor going into that pivotal Game 7. And you know, already right here, we can see one big reason why a lot of Protosses love this map. What wall off can you set up calmly at the front? It is so... Oh, what on earth? Oh, talk about psychological battery.
Yeah,
that stings so much. Oh my gosh.
I mean, the only good thing to come out of it, if you're a Puma fan, is that it's not like the Rax was delayed a whole lot, but it's kind of like, wow, I lost that SCV in the first few seconds of the game, not where I want to be. Now, that just means, okay, I'll throw down a second Rax, put my reactor on the front, and with the gas that he's still getting, I wonder if is he going to do something similar to what he did in the last game?
Well, it looks like that probe from HerO is going to pull back. I absolutely think that we're going to see back-to-back chrono-boosted Stalkers from Liquid HerO. He wants to begin chewing away at that barracks.
And the barracks is going to be finished up, could be dropped to the low ground as the reactor also completing here. And we do have, are we going to see something hidden from HerO here? We've seen this before, pylon go down, maybe some Stargate play, I don't know. But with both gases out here for HerO, certainly apparent. And guess what? It is like approximately a 50-second flight. And there it is, the Stargate going down, and very, very much going to be in a great position to do some damage here to EG Puma's main.
This is a really tenuous position, though, for Liquid HerO. He's going to have hardly anything for this very standard Marine Marauder push. Oh, this is going to be so dangerous, Marcus. We see HerO poking up. He will have to pull back. He will try to swing around. Puma will ride out to meet him. And at this point in time, if you're HerO, you've got to know that there's some big aggression coming up. A second gateway is much needed at this point. Unless HerO wants to rally that Stargate back home, Puma gets it. Puma knows.
The SCV's coming on. SCV's going to see this. This could be huge for Puma. I'm not sure if there's a banana grin on his face, but if I look back, that might be the case. He suddenly gets a big, big picture into what is going on inside the mind and the base of HerO right now. That first Void Ray is about to come out, but I'll tell you what, this is not going to complete before that pylon goes down. He's going to move it around, tries to bring a Stalker forward to do something. A second Stalker coming out, but he can just put that Marauder up against it. He's going after the pylon. The Void Ray isn't going to pop. He decides to go after the Stalkers. And is he going to come back? It's so close. It's moments. He's going to be able to take it out.
of 60, it finishes. An unbelievable turn of events. Suddenly Liquid HerO is on the back foot. We don't see any expand coming up for Puma. HerO is in a terrible position right now. He desperately needs to do some kind of pressure back to EG's Puma. HerO is totally in the retreat right now. An incredible spot by Puma, whose own Stargate got spotted in game number 1.
Yeah, and this is his revenge. We got Marines coming over now. Now, there's going to be no aggression here from Puma, but he's got to know that there is a window of opportunity here. The Nexus still goes down for HerO. He's got a couple more sentries being warped in here at the front, just to force field, and there are 3 Stalkers making their way over. He thinks there's only 3 Marines here. They are going to be out of vision, but if he is caught off guard, oh my gosh, he could come around from the back, and he could demolish those 3 Stalkers. If he does, there will be literally nothing here available for him. But is he going to go around from the back?
Oh no!
And he snags both of them. He does take out one. Surprised he didn't get that second one. SCV's on the way as well.
Oh, and it looks like the Sentry's also going to try to meet up. Still not the largest force of Zealot Sentry, and Stalker knows the Liquid HerO knows the strength of his Zealot Sentry. Still not the largest force of Marine Marauder. It looks like HerO is kind of doing a pretty nice job. Oh, that could be what HerO needs to start stepping back into the game. He doesn't have a very big force. He needs to start force fielding off for the retreat. Stim is about halfway done though, and he does throw down a finishing force field. We have a nice little warping here on the side from Liquid HerO, who's decided that he actually does want to go for it.
Yeah, SCV is going to be pulled out right away, but once again, we're going to see Puma in a great position to respond quite quickly to that, and HerO trying to figure out how he can use this unit composition to his advantage. There, the force fields do go down. Is that Stalker going to fall? No, he stays alive, but the Zealot does fall. That leaves 1 Zealot, 5 Sentries, and 3 very, very hurt and weak Stalkers now retreating back to their base with the tails between their legs. However, the expansion did get up, and HerO was able to defend that. Of course, the Stargate still somehow standing over here, of course, unpowered, and Puma has decided to just hold back a little bit. I want to take a quick look at the income tab, because we do have Liquid HerO with 36 Harvesters compared to 28 SCVs here for Puma.
The one thing that's insane to me to note is that HerO did not just roll over and die upon the death of this one Stargate's Void Ray. That was so close to being finished, which means, I mean, all intensity of that moment aside, as much time was spent as possible tying up that one Void Ray. Oh, the Hellion gets away. So that means that that one Void Ray did end up interrupting Liquid HerO as much as possible. Liquid HerO going to back up and go for these 1-1 upgrades, and that's really all he can do. Right now, the tech for Puma is well along in the right direction. Already getting up Medivacs, already getting up more barracks. Combat Shield is the only upgrade that Puma's behind on.
Yeah, and I mean, so many units have kind of fallen to Puma. I mean, 19, 10 units have fallen, but most of them, of course, the Stalkers and Zealots and even a few Sentries there for Liquid HerO. On the other side, just Marines and a few Marauders. His Bio Army is looking quite nice right now. But the Medevac's coming out, healing these guys up to full. Stim is done. Concussive Shells is done. Combat Shield's on the way. And the 1-1 is really going to be necessary for him to try to regain that ground. But I feel like Puma's still got a great opportunity. Of course, don't forget that Shir beached that third, and the fact that there are entrances into that third make this natural still pretty weak. And the unit composition of HerO is nothing really to write home to mom about.
Yeah, there is an insane widespread. I mean, even this back area is so spread out that it means that drops almost have another free entrance. And right now we see Liquid HerO pulling back at the worst time possible. Oh, the bait factory doing an incredible job distracting, and now HerO sees what's coming out. He will finish the 1-1. How much damage will he sustain?
Well, he's going to at least take out this one pylon. There's no Stalkers over here at all. He may just decide to take out an additional pylon and get out of there. The only thing that could really, one Marauder is sacrifice, but I'll tell you what, that was a great little trade there. Caused the whole army to have to retreat, and guess what? We have another force moving through the middle of the map. He's knocking on the front door of HerO any moment, and then that drop could come back in the main. This is really going to spread HerO thin.
And there's the stim, and all of a sudden picking off on the right side, but we do see that all of the Stalkers are there to defend at the natural expansion. More Zealots trying to warp in, desperately trying to get that charge upgrade done, but this is an amazing position for Puma. The angle is near perfect. A nice set of force fields, but what can you do when there are that many Marines and Marauders with, using the force field to their own advantage. Great play there by Puma, but HerO has just a few too many units. Puma will have to lift up, but Puma is still in macro central.
Yeah, I mean, HerO was spread thin, but he handled that quite nicely. Keep in mind also, one of those medevacs did fall that tried to go back into the base. HerO left 4 Stalkers back at the main, and it did go down. So now the forces regrouping here. Will he finally take out that Stargate? Looks like that's exactly what he will do in this situation. We now have another medevac out. It really needs a repair. And will we see a move from HerO? There's a Ghost. What Ghost?
Ghost gets diced up by a pack of Zealots. That is unheard of. A single EMP is all that Puma can throw down. Marcus, I cannot believe that HerO is still in this game, still looking so good, especially with the reduced radius of that EMP. It suddenly means that Liquid HerO is not as susceptible to that early small number of ghosts. It's gonna have to be mass ghosts on Puma's part, and we see Puma only just now establishing that 5th barracks. A little bit of shakiness out of Puma in that army size tab. We see that Puma does have a slight lead in the overall army though.
Yeah, we've got 14 Zealots and 3 Archons out so far, and we're going to have some additional Archon, I assume. But yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. Right now, the Gold Rock's being cleared out here for Puma. He continues to work on his upgrades as we see 2-2 on the way. Puma right now at just 1, only getting his 1-1 here in just a moment. Now gonna go kill that Stargate as he continues to just be constantly distracted by other things going on. That'll quickly fall down. And it's got several forces just positioned around the map right now.
And it looks like somehow this force of Marine Marauder is looking dangerously small in this mid-game. Liquid HerO has a fairly small force of his own. There is the gathering of all the units. That is going to be very tough for HerO if he wants to try to thwart that. It looks like HerO decides, no, it is time to pull back. He needs those Colossus up to battle that force toe-to-toe. And this is HerO's worst nightmare. A trio of ghosts about to pop out. The ghost count is rapidly climbing, 3 right now with 3 more to come.
Yeah, once those ghosts get up there, we've seen just how devastating they can actually be, especially considering you know, the positioning when you actually engage in a battle. Now, here's where I was talking about earlier, that 3rd being very accessible, especially to a bunch of Terran. He stims forward 3 units almost immediately, and the rest comes in to do the damage instantly getting a cancel out of HerO, but does not clean up the probe, so he should be able to put that down once again, no problem. However, Puma is again being very patient, and HerO, I'm so impressed with how he's been able to stabilize in this matchup.
HerO took such a battering early on, but Puma is the kind of, if he can get that one single ghost, that would be tremendous. HerO going to try to pull out. It does not end up working out. We see that range only just now started for HerO, and this army will fall dangerously quickly if those EMPs land properly. And with the amount of ghosts we're seeing from Puma's end, I'm starting to feel very worried about Puma's chances in a final confrontation.
Yeah, because we've got that first Colossus out as well. Are we going to have a second one here? Not enough resources to actually get that. The Zealots do have charge. And here we might move into a position here. Just take a quick look at the vision. There we see the factory, but again, he might just go in, try to force another cancel here on the 3rd. While the gold is up and running right now for Puma, he did get the probe that time around, and is he going to force this out? He is in a great position right now. He can attack from several different fronts. There is a slight choke going into the natural on Shir, but right now Puma with the slight supply advantage, 169 to 153.
And it looks like HerO still warping in pairs of Zealots on the right side. Puma all on top of that, stims, picks off 1 Zealot, likely will not get that second one. The upgrades on the Zealots helping so much there. And with this extremely high count on those Templar, Storm needs to finish up for HerO. The only way that HerO can really hope to win now is if he hits an absolutely perfect set of storms on that army, or if the EMPs whiff huge. Storm needs to finish up for HerO. Marcus, I feel so nervous, man.
Oh, I mean, one good EMP on the energy that before the storm finishes will also be devastating. And right now, the army is just really, really clumped up. I mean, look at this little crazy dance that these guys are doing in the Nexus. I don't even know what's going on there, but the disco ball is up. The dubstep is pounding, and they're going to town. So once again, Puma swinging around, possibly to deny this third base yet again. This would be the third time this happens. And really, I mean, I do not blame HerO for not wanting to fight in that choke.
I think HerO's starting to realize that he needs that miracle land on the Colossus and Templar. He needs the Templar to eliminate the Ghost from afar. He needs the Storm to land perfectly on those Marine Marauder clusters. Yet again, HerO opts to cancel. 3-2 now finishing up. HerO has been on 2 base the whole game. HerO almost needs to take his own gold just to get back to where he was before. He sees that Puma has the gold up as well.
Yeah, and you know, ground weapons level 3 just finishing up, making those Zealots even more deadly. We have a couple of Vikings now on the field as well, and when I say couple, I mean like 10. And they, of course, will be taking care of those Colossus. So really, it's going to come down to just how good will the EMPs be here for Puma. He has got to land some crucial ones. There's a nice scan taking out the Observer, blinding HerO just a little bit, making him retreat back into his natural.
Pair of Marauders, a perfect rearrangement by Puma, just using as few of his units as he possibly can. Amazing spotting on this factory. A single Zealot goes there to try to greet these Marauders, to pick them off. Players so careful and wary about over-engaging. This might be the biggest engagement of the late game about to happen in the bottom right, and it looks like HerO's moving out. Uh-oh. Does HerO really want to go for the surround and force an engagement in the bottom left?
Yeah, either way, HerO really trying to avoid any sort of attack in the choke. One EMP on that giant cluster of units could easily make this a battle for Puma. Right now, his upgrade's not nearly as good, but with those EMPs, he is a force to be reckoned with.
And it looks like Puma trying to force it. Storms go down. Do marginal damage to the Vikings. Oh, there's it. Oh no! Oh no! No Observer! Oh, the Ghost caught quite far out of position. He needs to be careful. He's losing a lot of those Templar.
Yeah,
finally Observer pops out.
He sniped 2 of them in that engagement. A lot of ifs and are going around here. I mean, the cloak there on the Ghost was good, but they had an opportunity to land a major EMP. Of course, Puma has to decide when he actually wants to engage.
And this is a very dangerous spot for both players. And it looks like HerO needs to be careful, and he does not manage to get any storms off. Does manage to throw down the feedback in his dying moments. A lot of Templar out on the field, but they do not have enough energy for Storm. Everything's going to come down to this final battle.
And you know what? Still denying that third, keeping in mind that Puma does have another one. Another Storm's dropped on top of those Vikings, splitting up this Bioforce there.
Oh no!
Get nailed there. The Marines will go forward. Still no EMPs going down. What are you doing, Ghosts? We are not seeing hardly any EMPs come out of those Ghosts at all.
Oh no, and it looks like HerO's very carefully rearranging. There's the big EMPs. Oh no, Storms do manage to land. The Colossus fall very quickly. The Vikings are way out in the middle, taking some serious hits. Does he have enough for the big Storms that he so desperately needs? This is the big engagement, and no, HerO misses the Storms. Puma controlling everything perfectly. Liquid HerO has a single Colossus, and it looks like good game. Puma with the repeat win at the NASL Grand Finals.
EG Puma pulls it off 4 games to 2. It did go 6 games, but EG Puma pulls off the repeat win at NASL Season 2.
There's Sir Scoots from Team Evil Geniuses, delighted to see that with 4 EG players entering NASL, Puma was able to pull out an amazing win. Liquid HerO put on an incredible performance, unable to take down Puma in that PvT matchup.
You know, after seeing a match like that, you know why the hesitation was made on Belshire Beach. Because exactly what HerO could not let happen, and that was the denial of that third, not once,
Yeah,
not twice,
yeah.
but 3 times. It really gave so much flexibility to Puma, grabbing that gold even though he was ahead on the upgrades. The battle engagement was never going to be in HerO's favor there.
Yeah, and you saw the way that HerO was just trying to find some angle that was good, but Puma never let up ground there. That is such a dangerous spot to be in, where you are on 3 bases as Terran, you don't have enough money to get bases 4 or 5, you don't even have any units to spare to defend a 4th base. But still, Puma in last year's finals against MC, and here against Liquid HerO, with the thinnest of edges, able to pull through and control perfectly when perfect control is the only way he could have pulled it off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to shoot it over the stage and give it up to the winner of NASL Season 2, EG Puma!
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Season 2 winner, EG Puma. Puma, you won your 2nd NASL in the row, defeating HerO. What does it mean to you to win the 2nd NASL?
NASL 시즌 2를 또 우승하셨는데요. 소감.
굉장히 한 대회에서 2회 연속 우승한다는 게 쉽지 않은 일인 것 같은데 그걸 해내서 기쁘고 NASL 시즌 3에도 꼭 우승을 하고 싶어요.
I know it's not hard to win 2 NASLs in a row, and hopefully I'll win the 3rd one as well.
All right, man. Well, you did get revenge on your nemesis, Liquid HerO. What are your thoughts? I mean, how does it feel to take revenge on him?
이번에 리퀴드 히로 선수의 복수를 하셨는데 그 복수에서 소감.
원래 게임이라는 게 이기고 지고 하는 것인데 당연히 계속 이기면 좋겠지만 이기고 지고 하는 것이기 때문에 그런 거에 연연하지 않고 근데 지금은 엄청나게 기뻐요.
Alright, you can always win or lose, and again, HerO, he can't win all the time, and right now I'm really happy.
All right, well, Puma, congratulations so much for winning your 2nd title. We're gonna go to a short break, and when we're back, we will have the awards ceremony. Stay tuned, everybody. Puma, you're an NASL winner.